Don't mind me. I'm just trying to adjust something real quick. Let me see. Let's see here. A bit smaller.
Shorter?
Bam, there you go. Okay. Maybe type this out real quick. Bam. See if people if you guys can help me share this live. Nice.
Who's that?
All I know is that there's names I never heard before.
Really?
Okay, don't mind me, guys. Let's see, bam. Let's see. No. Chop things down. Oh. Okay, I'm learning. There you go. Bam. My man, what up, Max? My man, aka Justin. You ready for tomorrow? Bam. One second, guys. What up, Joe? Everybody's ready for tomorrow. One of the biggest tournament and park tournaments, actually. One of the biggest park tournaments. Alright, one second. I'm trying to get more viewers, then we start. I'm gonna explain the format. Explain about the brackets.
Are you recording yourself or the table?
Oh, it's the table. Cause you'll sit right there.
Me?
You're gonna be right there through the brackets. I'm gonna explain the camera.
Well, we could do it together. Can you have me facing both of us?
Why, you camera shy?
A little bit.
Don't be shy. All you gotta do is right, and I do no talking. You good. Alright, don't worry about that. Like,
can you give me a chair?
You could be the, oh, you're right, the chair. What up, Tasha? Right now. Alright. Alright, guys, can you guys help me share this, I'll give you the best chair in the world. Bam! Just take the chair. Come on here, like, hey, like, you sit down.
There you go, there you go.
Like a president, like this.
There you go.
Like
You can do the bracket. There you go.
What you doing?
There you go.
I'm not doing this. You gotta do it.
Alright.
I'm doing the talking. Because you're the one organize these things.
Alright, no, we're both doing it. We're both doing it.
No, seriously.
What's up, guys?
Wait, no, because you're gonna know what it means because you've been doing the writing.
He's orange.
Yes.
He's 10.
So you see numbers right here?
13, Victory, Memorial, Pamela, Brian.
Nick. 113.
Boomer.
HP, that's Philly people. Hunting Park.
Okay.
They have a like a specific name. It's cool. You know? We're not calling Philly, we call it. Already we got 30 people here, guys. Let's keep it going. Right now I'm displaying Leslie the Pacific letters. So this how it works, okay? This is the first bracket. I'm sorry, this one. So this is Group A.
Just explain that you already
Group
have seeded teams.
Alright, so Group A. Group B.
A.
And Group B.
And B.
This is site number 1, number 2. Site number 1, number 2, 3, and 4.
Wait, so I got the 1 here, right?
So that's number 1 and site number 1.
Right.
Yes.
1,
2, 3, 4. Now 5, 6, 7, 8.
What? 5, 6, 7, 8.
Alright, if you guys can hear me, give me a big thumbs up. And let me show my lady a beautiful face. There she is. The face.
No, this is not. Come on. Let's get to business.
You're right. Sorry. So, love.
Yes.
So just make sure you. Nice.
Alright.
Alright, guys. I'll do my best. Make sure this is gonna be short and sweet.
Just so you guys see, I have all the parks and their respective teams in their separate Ziplocs, and we have parks playing different parks, and I'm going to be choosing a team from that park that is on the bracket. So we're making sure that first round no park plays their own team, at least for first round.
Yes, because that defeats the purpose. So before we do the brackets, before we do the brackets, I have asked every captain to pick the best 2 teams for each park, and every captain has picked their best 2 teams. The 2 teams that they are selected are already seeded, so they're already in the bracket.
So I couldn't show them, right? I can show them?
So try to rewrite all that again.
Like right now?
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I could just. I'm gonna rewrite it after, and then we'll post it. I'll rewrite everything after, and then I will post it. Alright. So this is Group A.
So
See if they could see.
Oh no, I can see something real quick. Hold up. Alright, go back. Alright, what you see here, this is Group A. So there'll be 2 brackets, Group A, and the other one she has in her hand is Group B. What she's holding in her hand. So once again, all the captains has picked their best 2 teams and to be seeded. So whoever the first 2 seeded people are will be separated in an opposite bracket. Yes. So in the Group A, there's gonna be site number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Group B has site number 5, number 6, number 7, 98. 98 the year, and number 8. So let me give an example. So what you see here, the first one site is number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and this side. All right. So I'm gonna name all the city teams. All right. So first up is Team Knickerbocker. So the 2 teams that were seeded was Stephen Ace, who were top 2 last year, and Tor Rob and Johnny Flocks on Group B.
Put the paper in front of the camera so that because we want to see my beautiful face. Alright, I want to start. Can we start? I want to start picking names.
Alright. So, once again, this is going to be all random, so...
We're going to post the bracket up after, so...
Yes, so...
You guys can see. I'm going to start picking names.
So, I'm going to name all the teams who has played in this tournament. Shout out to East Orange, who's playing tomorrow. Team Victory, who also playing tomorrow. Hunting Park, a.k.a. the Team Philly guys.
Broadway.
You got Broadway.
162.
162.
IS-10.
IS-10. Pominock.
113.
113.
Hoover. You said Victory already, right?
I did.
Memorial and Grand.
And Grand. Those are all the teams who are playing for tomorrow park battles.
Alright, let me get it. Wait, let's start.
Alright.
Alright. So
what you see here
Group A.
This Group A, right?
We have someone from Team Victory is gonna play Team Hoover.
So the first game you're gonna see is gonna be Team Victory versus Team Hoover.
Okay, I got Victory and Hoover right here. Shake it up.
Who's the first team for Victory?
Richie and Blue.
Richie and Blue.
Richie and Blue. It's tiny, but it's there.
Richie and Blue are the first game in tomorrow park battles. Who will be their opponent for Team Hoover? Hey, Saeed, sportsmanship.
What he say?
He's booing on victory.
Wow. Fair. I'm not fighting. Be nice.
I know. It's all
All
fun
right.
games. The next one in Hoover,
Mike and Bravo.
Mike and Bravo. That's who they play against.
Richie and Blue versus Mike and Bravo. Okay, now next down on the bracket is 113 versus Centerville.
Centerville versus 113. This is still site number 1.
Can you explain what what are these sites? What does that
So
mean?
each site, that means everybody's going to be separated in each division of site.
What does that even mean?
It means that each park will be separated as far as it can. This is like Pacific 1, so that way you know that now one same team is going to be one same number. So you're not going to see like one same team in the same number. Everybody's separated with different numbers.
Here's Centerville. Sorry, guys. Couldn't find it.
Sorry, ready? So who's the first one for Centerville?
Wait, I gotta pick from 113. I was just looking for Centerville.
I'll say
Okay.
113. Who is going to be? Shake it out real good.
Oh my God.
What up? What up, Radimus?
Chris and Mike.
Chris and Mike from 113.
Gonna
Who?
play
Who will be their opponents?
Teddy and Frankie.
Teddy and Frankie.
Okay. Now we got. So I have to put here. I have to put 162 here.
Yes, so who's their opponent?
Okay, so Antonio and AJ, which is one of the seeded teams, is gonna play somebody from 162. A team from 162.
So a seeded team is facing one of the teams from 162. So who's gonna be? Who's gonna face Antonio and AJ from IS-10?
Steven and Kevin.
Steven and Kevin, the Poon brothers.
Okay. Now, East Orange versus Philly, Hunting Park.
Hunting Park versus East Orange. 2 teams from out of state.
Okay. Got East Orange. Carlos and Senio.
Carlos and Senio representing East Orange. Who will be the opponents from Hunting Park?
Nate and Jay.
Nate and Jay Beltran.
Okay. Now we have 113 versus Broadway.
That's site 2.
This is site 2.
So now we got site 2. So that was all the teams in site number 1. Now we got site number 2 now.
113 versus Broadway.
113 versus Broadway. So the first team that's seated on site number 2 is Team Grand, which is Christian and Pete, aka Trump.
So team from 113, Goro and Jacob.
You said Coral and what?
Goro and Jacob.
Coral and Jacob. 113.
And Broadway.
Now, who would be the opponent for Team Broadway?
JP and Iz.
JP and Iz representing Broadway.
Okay. Now we have an open seated spot, I guess, right? Is that what that is?
Which one?
Right here.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So we got an open seated spot, and the one who took the spot was Team Victory. So who's getting the lucky seated spot?
Victory. Alright, let's see.
Who's getting lucky with the seated for Team Victory?
Seated. Justin and Navi. Justin Radio Raheem.
Justin and Navi,
And Navi.
they will be seated. Their lucky seated number. So they have to face another team is gonna play against them, and who the teams are.
And they will face the winners of IS-10 versus Hunting Park.
IS-10 versus Hunting Park, which is the Phillies versus IS-10.
Okay, got IS-10.
IS-10. Who is it gonna be?
Eric and Paulo.
Eric and Paulo. Wow. Interesting. That's a good team.
Versus
The team of Hunting Park. What up, Danny? It's tomorrow at IS-10.
Alright. Versus Ephraim and Gary.
Ephraim and Gary. Wow, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be a good game.
Okay. And another seeded team. Andy and High.
So Andy and High representing Pominock were also seated.
And they're gonna play Hoover.
Hoover against Pominock.
Sorry. Marlo and Celine.
Marlo and Celine representing Hoover. They will face Team Pominock. So they will face the seeded team.
Okay. This is a empty spot, I presume.
That's an empty spot, so leave it for now. So
Okay.
who's the other one?
Team Nick.
So Nick will face
Drago and Phil.
okay. So the next seeded team is 162, which is Drago and Phil. They will face Team Nick. So who will be 162 opponent? Which one from Team Nick?
Oh wait, no. Oh, hold on. Nick. I was in the 162 bag.
Yes,
Sorry.
Nick.
Nick, here we go.
There we go.
Found it. Nick, alright. Justin and Rodimus?
Rodimus. Justin and Rodimus, the veterans of Team Knickerbocker. They haven't been in the scene for a long time, but these guys could still play. No, it's like they never left.
Okay. So now we got another seeded team.
So now we are site number 3.
Site number 3.
So that's it for site number 2. Now we are site number 3.
So we're gonna have a seeded team, Dexter and Pete.
So Dexter and Pete are the seeded team for site number 3.
And they're gonna play the winner of 162 versus Grand.
So 162 versus Grand. The winner will face against Centerville's top seeded Dexter and Pete.
162.
162 is
Gooch and Kenneth.
Kenneth and Gooch. Joe Gooch. Gotch. Gooch. I like Gooch. Great guy.
Good guy. Handball House.
Handball House. If you even know it's Handball House, shout out to Handball House. They're doing big things.
Alright, so Gooch and Kenneth versus.
So who will be the opponent?
Grand.
Team Grand. Who would it be?
Caitlin and Ant. That's gonna be interesting.
Caitlin and Ant from Team Grand. One of the first females to be mentioned in the Park Battle Tournament.
Okay. Now we have another seeded team, Bradley and Matt from Hoover.
So Bradley and Matt are another seeded team for site number 3. For Team Hoover.
They'll play the winner between IS-10 and East Orange.
East Orange will face IS-10. The winner will face Team Hoover.
So we got IS-10. James and Mickey.
James and Mickey. That is Skeletor. Skeletor and Mickey.
Versus East Orange.
They will face East Orange, so who would it be?
Nick and Craig.
Nick and Craig.
We got Raptor and Hans.
So another city team for site number 3 is representing Broadway. It's Raptor and Hans.
And they're playing Team Nick.
And they'll face against Team Nick.
Jose and Gabe.
Jose and Gabe. Raptor and Hans versus Jose and Gabe from Team Nick.
Alright, now we got Team Victory versus Hunting Park.
Hunting Park versus Victory.
Victory first.
Who would it be?
Oh, guys. Tomato and Primo.
Tomato
Partner.
and Primo.
Partner.
That's Leslie's partner, Tomato. Tomate. Hector.
Tomate.
I don't want to say his real name, but you know.
Okay, you already said it.
I swear, yeah.
Against Hunting Park.
Primo and Tomate.
Versus Jose and Fred.
Jose and Fred. With an H. Jose and Fred.
Okay. And the winner of that plays Jesse and JC from 113.
So Jesse and JC are the last seeded team for site number 3. Now we have site number 4. The last row of Group A.
Kyle and Isaiah is the first seeded team.
So the first seeded team for site number 4 will be Kyle and Isaiah representing Hunting Park.
And then they will play the winners of Memorial versus Hoover.
So Hoover versus Memorial.
So Team Memorial, Joey and Bilal. I want to say that right. B-I-L-A-L. Bilal and Joey.
I hope she said it right.
Versus Hoover. Brady and Brooklyn.
Brady and Brooklyn. That's what they play on site number 4. We're almost done on Group A.
Now, this is a seed. right?
So
no,
this.
this is a blank space, but it's gonna be Pominock versus IS-10.
All right. Pominock versus IS-10.
Pominock. Pominock. Jay and Joey.
Jay and Joey from Team Pominock
Versus IS-10.
They will face another team from IS-10.
Tarzan and Quick Will.
Tarzan and Quick Will. That's a team you don't want to sleep on. Mark, you will face me in the finals.
What?
Mark Rivera will face me in the finals.
When?
Tomorrow. You know that?
Face you in the finals?
Yeah, of course.
What? I don't get it.
Everybody bet $100 that he don't show up and play me.
Okay, so we got Andy and Mike, which is a seeded team from
So-
Victory.
So Andy and Mike are another city team from site number 4.
Team Vic versus 113.
113. That's who they play against.
Thank you, Shelly and Ron, for helping me fold these. They're really folded. Mikey and Shorty.
Mikey and Shorty from 113
Versus Andy and Mike.
versus Andy and Mike.
Now we got Team Nick versus Team Broadway.
Team Broadway versus Team Nick. Interesting matchup.
Team Nick.
That's Team Nick.
Brandon and Alex.
Brandon and Alex.
Versus Team Broadway.
Team Broadway.
Pardeep and Puchungis.
Pachungis and Pardeep. Those are unique names.
The winner of that plays Ray and Willie from East Orange.
So Ray Jr. and Willie are the last seeded team from group number 4, and that's it for Group A.
And yeah, Group A.
So now we'll be going at Group B, which is site number 6. The first seeded team for group number 5 will be
Lefty Will and Jonathan.
Lefty Will and Jonathan representing Team Broadway. They'll be the first seeded team and site number 5.
And they'll be playing the winners of East Orange versus Hoover.
East Orange versus Hoover. The winner will face Team Broadway.
Manny and Rob.
Manny and Rob, East Orange.
Versus Hoover.
Against Hoover.
Two left in there. Mike and Jeff.
Mike and Jeff.
Okay. Now we got Kenny and Fernan.
So the next seeded team will be Team Grand, will be Kenny and Fernan. They were selected to be seeded.
They play the winner between 113 and 162.
162 versus 113. Which is the better number? Yeah. Yeah.
Team
man.
113. Smith and George.
Smith and Lefty George.
Versus the last standing team from 162.
The last team from 162. Who is it?
Max and Jong.
Max and Jung. That is Mark's favorite park at 113. So if Mark want to play singles, I want to play at that park. So that way he make no excuses.
So the next seeded team in Group 5 in what is it? Site 5.
Yeah, site number 5
is Rob and Johnny.
So Rob and Johnny Fox are the next seeded team.
And they play
for Team Nick.
Philly, Hunting Park. The last standing team from Hunting Park. Okay. Yeah, this isn't there, isn't it?
Adam and Flacco.
What were you saying? I think so.
Let me see if we do it.
Huh?
Get it.
Hold on.
But so it's Adam Flacco, right?
Yes.
Alright, so it's Adam Flacco. Next team.
Well, this is a blank spot, so IS-10 has nobody to play, but they'll play Team Vic.
Okay, so Ice has next.
And Danny and Brian.
Danny and Brian. That's how true it is. If you know it's Brian just won the 9th annual of the Brothers Singles event that was held at IS-10 a couple months back. People know as Brian, people know as Steven. So we see him, he'll let you know what name will he be consider as.
So Team Victory, Justin and Bash would face them, right?
Who and who?
They would face them, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Since they have no opponent, they'll face who they play against?
Danny and Brian, right?
Against who?
But they don't have an opponent.
That's fine, so who they play against?
So they gotta play Justin and Bash.
Justin and Bash representing
Right.
Victory.
We'll play Danny and Brian.
Okay. So it'll be Danny and Brian from IS-10 versus Justin and Bash from Team Victory.
Just give me 1 second, guys.
And that was it for the site number 5. We'll be going to site number 6.
Remember them? Okay, right here. Just give me 1 second. Technical difficulties.
Here you go. All done. See? So now we're gonna be group number 6, which is the first city team for Team East Orange is John and Greg, representing East Orange. They were another city team from East Orange.
Okay. So that would be Nick. No, not East Orange. Oh yeah, they see it. So they would play the winner between Nick and Hunting Park, which is the last team from Hunting Park. Nick.
Yo, what up, Nick?
Knickerbocker's own Vic P and Justo. Victor Perez and Justo is gonna play
The last minute team.
Victor Perez and Justo will play Abraham and Victor.
Abraham Abraham and Victor. They were the last team that came in last minute. So they'll be participating for representing Team Hunting Park.
Okay.
Yes, Victor and Abraham on strong team.
Alright. Now we got Ice 10 seated in a seated spot. Not that they're seated.
No.
Just the lucky seed.
So who was the lucky seed for Ice 10?
Sumo and Migs.
Repeat that.
Sumo and Migs
Sumo and Migs.
would play the winner of Pominock and Centerville.
So
Wait,
Sumo
see,
and Migs got the lucky bye from IS-10.
Where's Pominock?
So who will be the first team Pominock?
I found it.
Once again, this is site number 6.
Pominock, PJ, and Darren.
PJ and Darren for Pominock.
Would play this is Centerville's Hambo, Mike, and Tosh.
Howard Beach Mike and Tosh.
Howard Beach Mike. HB is Hambo to me too.
That's true.
So Howard Beach Mike and Tosh would play PJ and Darren. Now we got seeded team 113.
Who was the 113?
Dave and Billy
Dave and Billy were selected to be seated
versus
What team
Team
with the team?
Grand.
versus Team Grand. We're still at site number 6.
Alfredo, and Bernard.
C minus. C minus. Bernard and Alfredo.
Okay. Last open sections for site 6. Team Victory versus Team Memorial. Okay. Where's Victory? Found it. No, it didn't.
This is Team Memorial.
Team Victory.
Team Victory.
Jason and Matt.
Jason and Matt Salgado.
Salgado
Team Victory.
versus Team Memorial. Last team. Eli and Evan.
Eli and Evan.
The winner of that plays Abir and Syed.
So Abir and Syed were also selected as a seeded team for Team Hoover. So they are the last seeded team for site number 6.
Now we got site 7.
Now we have site number 7. Who's the first seeded team for site number 7?
Gaba and Ricky.
Gaba and Ricky, Team Victory. They are the next seeded team that was selected.
And they'll play the winners between Palm and Grand.
Grant against Pominock.
So Team Pominock, Ant, and Thunder.
Ant, Lefty, Ant, and Thunder. That's a good team.
Versus Team Grand. Dave Rojas and Armando.
Dave Rojas and Armando.
Now we got a free seed for IS-10.
So who will be a
Last
lucky
team.
seed from Team IS-10?
The last standing team.
Who are we missing?
Uh,
Drum roll, please.
drum
Please.
roll,
Wait, I can't even talk.
Justin and Professor.
Professor, my man. Their lucky seeded number.
Professor is also known as Antonio.
Yeah, she was trying to say that.
Yeah. So there's an empty spot here. So Team Nick has a bye, and they will play Justin and Professor.
Yes. So
Team Nick.
So Team Nick will face Team IS-10.
The last team. J-Lo and Adrian.
Yes, Adrian and J-Lo. That's John Lorenzo.
Okay. Now we have the next seeded team. Phil and Eric from Memorial. You heard that?
So Phil
and Eric from Memorial.
Yes. So they're another seeded team.
And
for
they
Team Memorial.
play Team Broadway.
They will face Team Broadway. So Phil and Eric were another team selected from Team Memorial.
Team Broadway. Tufino and Brian.
Another great host, Tofino and Brian.
Brian with a Y. Okay. Now we have East Orange versus 113.
East Orange versus 113.
Oops. I don't need that. So Team East Orange. Gobi and Jerry.
Gobi and Jerry. Hopefully we said it right. Gobi?
Gobi. Gabi.
Gabi?
Sorry.
Goopy?
No, Gobi. And what was it? Jerry. Team East Orange. Against 113.
Yes, your name was already mentioned as a you're one of the city teams.
Who?
Team Hunting Park. Kyle and Isaiah one of the city teams.
Okay. So we have Gobi and Jerry versus Malcolm and Lowe's with a Z.
So 113. Malcolm and Los from 113.
And we have
the
winner plays Dre and Manny.
So Dre and Manny were another seeded team.
The last of group 7 or site 7.
The last seeded team from group number 7.
Okay.
Dre and Manny were seeded.
The first seeded team from site 8, Mario and Jenny.
So Jenny Q and Mario are the first seeded team from site number 8.
So the last standing team, Team Victory versus 113. The winner plays Jenny and Mario. So Team Vic, Eugene and Jeremy.
Jeremy and Eugene, Mr. Hollywood.
Okay. Versus 113. The last team. Dennis and Flacco.
Dennis and Flacco.
Okay. Now, next seeded team, Matt and Leo versus East Orange team.
Matt and Leo were another city team from Team Centerville.
Matt and Leo versus East Orange, Matt and Rich.
Matt and Rich will face Matt and Leo.
That's funny. Matt and Rich. Now the next seeded team, Andrew and Eugene.
Eugene and Andrew were another team selected from 162.
They play Grand.
They will face Team Grand.
Batman and Jared.
Batman and Jared. Batman.
Okay. Next is Hoover versus Broadway.
Hoover.
Victory. Vic and Chris.
Vic and Chris. No timeout, Chris.
Versus Broadway's Danny and Jason.
Danny and Jason. What's it again? What team is that?
Danny and Jason from Broadway versus
Broadway.
Vic and Chris from Hoover.
Nice.
So we're missing one.
Who's that?
Pamela.
Oh, who's that? Let's get up. And the last one is.
Last team standing is Pominock. David and Z.
David and Z. And who are the last seeded teams?
Brian and Kaha.
And the last team of Group B is represented IS-10, Kaha, and Brian Cuesta.
Okay.
That's it for all the lists that I mentioned.
Okay. I missed the space. So, what was it?
David and Z are the last team for Team Pominock. So we'll go over all the the names of the parks that they play against.
I'm gonna go all of it.
I am.
Okay.
I would love to go all of it.
Well, we can take a picture and post it.
I want to say anyway because I love it.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys.
Well,
What universe?
yes, nice. So
You can put it in front of the camera.
on group number. On Group A, site number 1, the first seeded team will be Steven, Delgado, and Ace. They will face Team Victory, which is Richie and Blue, versus Team Hoover, Mike and Bravo. Another seeded team is David and Z from Team Pominock, the lucky seeded team. 113 will face Centerville, which is Chris and Mike, versus Teddy and Frankie. Another seeded team, which is Antonio and AJ from IS-10 versus 162, Steven and Kevin. Then East Orange will face Hunting Point, which is Carlos and Senio versus Nate and Jay. And the next seeded team is Pugs and Manny for Team Memorial. That's site number 1. Then site number 2 will be first seeded with Trump and Christian from Team Grand. You have Team Broadway versus 113, Coral and Jacob versus JP and Iz. The next seeded team is Team Victory, Justin and Navi. IS-10 versus Hunting Point, Eric and Paulo versus Efren and Gary. That's good. That's a good game. Then we got another seeded team from Andy and High from Team Pominock versus Team Hoover, Celine and Malo. Then we got an empty space, but we got Team Nick will face Team 162, which is Justin and Radimus from Team Nick versus Drago and Phil. Now the other side, which is site number 3, the first seeded team is Team Centerville, which is Dexter and Pete. They will wait to face 2 teams, which is Gooch and Kenneth from 162 versus Caitlin and F from Grand. Another seeded team was Bradley and Matt for Team Hoover. They will face either between Team IS-10, James and Mickey, or Team East Orange, Nick and Craig. Another seeded team from Team Broadway is Raptor and Hans. They will face against Jose and Gabe from Team Nick. The next team will be Victory versus Hunting Point, Tomato and Primo versus Jose and Fred. The next seeded team is Jesse and JC from 113. Then we got another seeded team, which is Kyle and Isaiah from Hunting Point. They will face either between Joey Balan from Memorial, I'm not sure I'm saying it right, versus
Jay and Joey versus Tarzan and Quick Will.
versus
Brady.
Brady.
Bilal.
You're blind, right?
Yeah,
So,
sorry,
against
guys.
Brady and Brooklyn. Jay and Joey for Pound Lock were lucky seeded. They will face against IS-10, Tarzan, and Quick Will. Next one is Victory versus 113. Andy and Mike versus Mikey and Shorty. Then we got Team Knickerbocker versus Team Broadway. Brandon and Alex versus Pardeep and Pachungis. And the last seeded team is Ray and Willie representing East Orange. Alright, the next game. We got group.
Next group.
Next group will be Group B. The first seeded team is going to be Team Broadway, which is Lefty Will and Jonathan Velez. They'll wait against Team East Orange, Manny and Rob, and Team Hoover, Mike and Jeff. The next seeded team is Kenny Fernand from Team Grand. They will face between Smith and George from Team 113 versus 162, Max and Jung. We got another seed team, which is Johnny Flox and Tall Rod from Team Nick. They will face Hunting Point, Adam, and Flacco. Then we got IS-10. They have no opponent, which will be Danny, Gil, and Brian. They will face against Justin and Bash for Team Victory. That's a good game. Now we have next, which is site number 6. The first seed team is John and Greg. They will face between Team Nick, Victor Perez, and Justo versus Hunting Point, Abraham, and Victor. Via a lucky seed number, which is Sumo and Mix. They will face against Team Palmlock, PJ and Darren, Team Centerville, Howard Beach Mike, and Tosh. They got 113, another seed team, which is Dave and Billy. They will face Team Grand, a lucky seeded, which is Alfredo and Bernard, C-. We got Team Victory, Jason and Matt versus Eli and Evan. The winner will face the last seeded team for site number 6 is Abir and Saeed from Team Hoover. Now, on site number 7, the first seeded team will be Kaba and Ricky from Team Victory. They will face between Ant and Thunder for Team Palmanock, or Dave Rojas and Armando for Team Grand. The next lucky seeded was Justin and Professor from IS-10. They will face Team Nick, which is J-Lo, John Lorenzo, and Adrian. The next seeded team is Phil and Eric from Team Memorial will face Tofino and Brian from Team Broadway. Next game is East Orange, which is Jerry and Gobi versus Malcolm and Los from 113. The winner will face the next seeded team, which is Dre and Manny from Team Hunting Point.
Hunting Park.
Hunting Point. Hunting Park, sorry. The next site is number 8. The first one is Mario and Jenny Q from Team Palmanock. They will face between Eugene and Jeremy from Team Victory versus Dennis and Flocka from 113. Next game is going to be Matt and Leo, another city team from Team Centerville, versus Matt and Rich from East Orange. We're almost done, guys. Andrew and Eugene, another city team from 162, will face Batman and Jarrett from Team Grand. Then we got Vic and Chris, no timeout Chris from Hoover versus Danny and Jason from Team Broadway. The winner of that game will face the last seeded team, which is the IS-10 member of Brian Cuesta and Kaha. That is the last team from IS-10. That is it for Group A and Group B. That's so.
Oh shoot! Sorry.
So what we did, that was part 1. Part 2 is the arrival time. Now the arrival time, I want everybody to be at 8:30 because I want every group to be on a group picture to represent your team, and it will be nice for you guys to represent your team and support your team, even though your game is all in the back or the first game.
We are starting at 9 a.m. sharp.
And mind you, all the captains from each park will have to pay on site. That's the most important part. But yes, that's the reason why I want everybody to be there at around 8:30 because of a group picture. Side bet will be taking pictures, and the winner tournament he'll make a nice frame for the winner team. Please be mindful of your arrival.
We charging late fees.
No, I'm not doing that.
I'm charging late fees.
Well, you are, but I'm not.
I'm charging late fees. I already told.
She's
I already
kidding.
told people. I'm not kidding.
She's kidding.
I'm not kidding.
She's not. She's kidding. But yes. Before you have any concerns, any question? Oh wait. Let me explain about the format, how it goes. So, you cannot play your own park. Cause that will defeat the purpose. So that's never gonna happen at all. The way it's looking is gonna be first to fourth place. For example, if IS-10 have not lost and they're in top 4, they will win the whole prize from first to fourth place. We call that a grand prize. That's only if you slam. If it's different teams in top 4, then you guys gotta play for first, second, third, and fourth. If there is 2 teams on one side and another same team on the other side and one different team, you guys will win automatically first place, and the other team will play for second place or third place. But if there was 2 on one side and 2 different sides of different teams, that's the only time I'll consider a change up. That's the only thing I'm considering.
What do you mean by a change up?
For example, so if there's 2 grand on one side and 1 grand on the other side, and another team called IS-10, on one side they automatically win first place. The other side they gotta play for second place. Okay. And the rest of the prize money goes towards Team Grand. Who would think it's winning, David? I have no idea. People are saying victory. IS-10 is hyping up right now. Knickerbocker is very confident. 113 is a sleepers. They always will be. Who knows? Maybe they won't be the underdog anymore. There's so many good teams out there. You got Team Hunting Park. You cannot forget about the Philly guys, man. They're always balling out there. I think it win, David. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. Means a lot.
You think you're winning? What?
Nah, he's kidding. Yeah, people give me nice compliments. They're very sweet. By the way, if you guys have not subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button, guys. But once again, please be that 8:30, just because I want to have a group picture. I want everybody to support your team, because they really need that support. It's gonna be great. Go all out. Side bets will be giving out first place trophy. That something that he
especially custom made.
Especially custom made for first place. So we will show you more about it. It's better if we could show you, better if we could tell you.
What?
We could show you, better if we could tell you.
Okay.
Yes.
You see for yourselves.
Yeah, yes, you see for yourself. So side bet will be introducing his customized trophy.
Right,
and I've seen it. Looks pretty cool.
Let's wrap it up.
So once again, please, especially all the captains, please be arrived there at 8:30. That's very important. Yes, yes, Tuti, I got it.
Thank you, Tuti.
I got it. Yeah, he said it like about 20 times.
I know.
I got you, bro. I promise, bro. You were hurt. You good?
It was red. It was red.
It was red. You was hurt. You was red. Dude's like, I bet. I'm gonna keep doing it and doing it and doing it until they see it. I'm gonna keep doing
Tony
it.
Stark said, "You mean the proof is in the pudding." Make sure you don't want to miss the message. We got the message.
No, we got it. I was going with the process of the bracket. But
we just got a picture of the first place trophies. Sidebest just sent it to us and we saw it in our notifications. Y'all gonna be hyped because it looks good. It looks so good. So wait till y'all see it tomorrow. You'll see for yourself.
Yes, you'll see in person. It's gonna be great. We just saw it. Sneak peek.
A little sneak peek.
And I can't. And hopefully, you guys see it. It's nice.
All right, we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there early.
Christian, put my name on the trophy already. All right, if you're that confident, that's it. Once again, please arrive 8:30. Just because of a group picture. I want everybody to be part of your team.
And we are starting early. We're gonna put the first games on at 9 o'clock. So please, we want to run through this tournament and we want to finish it on time, and we want to be able to get most of our games out before Sunday. I'm sure nobody wants to play another bridge, so
another thing, people want to know if it's too late event. So that's the point. That's why I'm doing it 8:30 because I'm trying to run it as smooth as I can. So make sure everybody's on there on time. Make sure you guys hear your guys' names before you guys play. I'll make sure that it all runs smoothly because ISN has 6 courts. So things will run very smoothly. If it does not finish, just to be clear, the next day you gotta play under the bridge just to finish the whole thing up.
So if y'all want to finish it one day, get there on time.
Please be mindful. And I guess that's all.
Alright. Thank you guys for watching.
Once again, if your team slam first of all plays and you guys haven't lost, you guys take the whole money for yourselves. First, second, third, and fourth, that'll be your money.
That's if your park slams the whole event.
So you guys slam, that money's yours, man. Take it all the way.
Alright, good night, guys.
Alright, guys, that'll be all. That's all the teams that we have mentioned. We will update the bracket very soon. I hope you guys are motivated and hope you guys are motivated and be ready because tomorrow is a big day and a long day. Everyone stay home. Grand 1 already. Wow.
That's confident.
Damn, Christian, you on point today.
Alright, guys.
Alright, guys. Once again, you guys have not subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button, guys. Tomorrow's a big day. Everybody should be there at 8:30. We'll be there at 8 o'clock. Make sure everything is set. I'm very excited for this tournament.
Bye, y'all.
And I can't wait. Who will be our next winner?
Of Park Battles.
Our Park Battles. If you want to call it Park Wars, that's fine. But Park Battles is a new name.
Bye.
Alright, guys. That'll be all for guys. Love you guys. Have fun. Do your thing. And go all out. Alright, guys.